Lucy Eyre is transforming a council farm, once an intensive dairy operation, into a farm inspired by nature.
Eyre Farms sits on 125 acres near Welshpool in mid-Wales, a place where nature's rhythms can guide the work.
Run by Lucy Eyre, a tenant farmer, this land is being reimagined. Pastures, hedgerows and wild...
The farm, once intensively managed, holds hidden potential in every blade of grass, every mature oak along its boundaries.
Though the land carries scars of its past, Lucy sees more than what is. It is a canvas for nature-friendly farming.
Every corner of the farm is beginning to hum with life again, as animals and nature reclaim their rhythm.
Here, on this farm inspired by nature, a new chapter of farming is taking root.
Born in London, Lucy spent her childhood in the small town of Holmfirth in the Pennines, surrounded by hills and quiet streets. Although she loved the outdoors, Lucy never imagined it would lead to a career in farming.
Farming seemed distant, something only farmers' sons and the odd daughter seemed to inherit. She believed it was a world she could admire, but never truly belong to.
Every outdoor adventure planted tiny seeds of connection with the land. Yet farming seemed a distant dream, something she assumed she would only admire. Little did she know that the love for nature she nurtured as a child would one day guide her into the world of farming. Instead of farming, Lucy pursued veterinary studies in Liverpool, exploring a world of animals through science and care. Her days were filled with learning, observing, and understanding the intricate lives of animals.
After graduation, she moved to Dundee, Scotland, where farm work introduced her to the realities of pasture-based life.
Working on a pasture-fed dairy farm, she began to understand not only animal care but also the rhythms of a working farm. What started with a polytunnel and a few lambs soon grew, as her care for animals led her to expand into larger flocks. She kept her animals because she could not bear the routine culling, allowing her small venture to grow into a flock of hundreds. Through patience, observation, and care, Lucy's first steps into farming set the foundation for a life led by nature's rhythms. In 2020, Lucy's main rental agreement was suddenly withdrawn, leaving her future on the farm uncertain. This triggered a nationwide search for new tenancies, a journey across landscapes and possibilities.
Every farm she visited told a story of past use, challenges and potential waiting to be realised.
Eventually, her search brought her to Powys in mid-Wales, a council farm that would become the canvas for her vision. Though the farm had once been an intensive dairy operation, Lucy saw beyond its past, envisioning harmony with nature. In these mature oaks and rolling pastures, she saw potential for a new beginning, where farming could work with nature, not against it.
And so, on this council farm in Powys, a new chapter began, a chance to farm in a way that respects and restores the land.
The land Lucy inherited had been regularly sprayed and fertilised. The hedges had been flailed back, and few fences remained.
The mature oak trees along the boundaries whispered of resilience and hidden potential waiting to be restored.
Despite the scars of intensive farming, she envisioned a landscape that could thrive again, block by block.
Even in its depleted state, nature was quietly waiting to reclaim its place, offering a canvas for restoration.
She saw past what had been lost and focused on what could be nurtured back to life.
In these fields, Lucy found potential, not in what remained, but in what could grow.
Lucy immediately stopped all chemical use and began dividing the farm into blocks, allowing the land time to recover. Using old maps, she began restoring hedgerows across the farm, slowly rebuilding nature's framework.
Rotational grazing allowed the grass time to rest, ensuring healthier pastures and more resilient soil.
The most important challenge was learning patience. observing and understanding the land rather than rushing change.
Within 5 years, she successfully restored nearly all hedgerow lines, turning scars into life and structure.
Every small victory, a hedge restored, a pasture renewed, was a step toward the farm's revival. Through patience, care, and observation, Lucy's vision for a land restored and thriving began to take root.
Eyre Farms now produces meat using native breeds, carefully balancing livestock across the pastures.
Cattle are moved daily, sheep weekly, allowing the land time to rest and recover between grazings.
Pigs are used to break up compacted soil, working in harmony with the land rather than against it.
The farm produces its own silage and hay with minimal external inputs, emphasizing sustainability and independence.
Understanding problems comes not from rushing, but from slowing down and observing the land in all its rhythms. Through close observation, Lucy learns the needs of each species, balancing productivity with care and respect.
By understanding the land and its inhabitants, the farm thrives as a balanced ecosystem where every element has its place.
Lucy has reduced sheep numbers and increased cattle to relieve pressure on the land, ensuring healthier pastures.
Rotational grazing has improved soil health on this flood-prone farm, making it more resilient to changing conditions.
Hot, dry conditions in 2025 highlighted the importance of resilient pastures and adaptive management. Through hedgerows and habitat management, Lucy is improving biodiversity, allowing nature to flourish alongside farming.
She is rebuilding direct sales in Wales, connecting people with responsibly produced food from her land.
Working with conservation groups, Lucy demonstrates that nature-friendly farming can be both productive and regenerative. With resilience, care, and vision, Eyre Farms stands as a model for the future, showing that